Hello everyone. Yes, I'm making another video about physical games. So obviously for those that watch my channel, you will know that I am a physical game collector. Granted, it's a very curated small collection, but I do like physical games and physical media in general. And today I wanted to talk about the future of physical game collecting and what that might look like. I think a lot of people that collect or choose to buy physical games have been kind of concerned about what the future of physical games is gonna look like and whether we're even gonna have physical games for much longer. So we're going to dive into that a little bit. But first I want to talk about the current situation and just go over that quickly. So obviously, Switch 2. Game key cards. Latest update on that is that it seems that even Pokemon isn't safe from getting game key cards because the latest Pokemon game, can't remember the title of it, but it'll be on the screen, is going to be a game key card, which is disappointing and disheartening. So things aren't looking good on the game key card front. If anything, it's potentially getting kind of worse. So yeah, I mean, I think I kind of touched on this already in a previous video, I can't remember, but yeah, if it wasn't obvious already, PS5 is basically my main console this generation now. And that's where I'll be getting all of my games, third party, you know, because I mostly play third party games. But then going forward, we don't know what the future console generations are going to bring. So this could just flip all of a sudden. From what we know so far, the PlayStation 6, you know, I hate to bring the PlayStation 6 up, but from what we know about the PS6 so far, it sounds like it's going to support physical media still. They're probably going to do a version with a disc drive, a version without, maybe a disc drive that you can attach, kind of like the PS5 Slim, which is what I have. So that's a good thing. The only thing is we don't know yet, and this is something we'll just have to see when we get to the PS6 generation, is we don't know how many of those games will actually be fully on the disc. And I just want to dispel a little misconception that a lot of people have on the internet about PS5 games. A lot of people seem to think that PS5 games aren't fully on the disc. Some of them aren't, and that is true. Some of them are not, but the majority of them are fully on the disc. The full game data's on there. You copy it from the disc onto the console and then it installs. It's not downloading it off the internet. I know that sometimes day one patches are also required. That also, from what I can tell, isn't the majority of PS5 games. The majority of PS5 games don't actually require a day one update for the game to run decently or properly. But I will link this very good resource in the description and in my pinned comment, which is a website that I use just to check whether a game that I'm thinking of buying is actually fully on the disc or cartridge. And I can't remember the name of it because I have a terrible memory, but it will be on the screen. So yeah, we don't know yet whether PlayStation 6 physical games are actually fully going to be on the disc, whether they're primarily just going to be disc keys, kind of like the game key cards are. Disc key things, they already exist, because some PS5 games and some PS4 games are disc keys, but again, it's a minority, okay? As for Nintendo, we've just had the Switch 2, it's all mostly game key cards. The majority of the games that have released so far are game key cards, so that is very disappointing. And I don't know going forward if Nintendo's going to crack down on this issue and provide different cartridge sizes for developers and publishers to use. I don't know. So we don't know what the future's going to bring, but it's looking quite grim at the moment, is what I'm saying. The thing is, I really don't want to be negative, but as someone who collects physical media, so be it CDs, Blu-rays, physical copies of books, The gaming space is quite unique in the sense that there is people that do care about physical media in this space, don't get me wrong, and there's honestly quite a big community of us, but I think we do still make up the minority of the gaming space, to be honest. I think we're growing though. I think there's more and more of us that do care, because I've noticed more and more people around my age or younger, so Gen Z seem to be getting more and more into physical media within the gaming space and across media in general. So the amount of people that care about physical games and game collecting is increasing, but whether there's enough of us for it to actually make a difference and for companies to start caring more about physical games is to be seen. I don't think that all hope is lost, because trends are very unpredictable, and honestly it's kind of hard to predict what's going to happen, because I think a lot of people believed that the optical disc would just be completely redundant now, that people wouldn't be buying Blu-ray movies or CDs at all and they would be removed from shelves, but they haven't. They're still being manufactured and people are still actively buying them. There's definitely a market for it still. So, you know, I think people like to be very dramatic, and I see people saying physical media is completely dead within gaming. It's a lost cause. It's time to give up, just forget about it. And I'll probably get some people say that in my comments section to this video, because I always do, but I digress. I think there will always be a community for physical game collecting, and I can see if the big companies like Sony and Nintendo and Microsoft just completely give up on the concept of physical media and physical games. I can picture small online boutique kind of stores kind of taking over that industry, kind of like Limited Run, for example. And so I think that there will continue to be physical releases of games into like the fairly distant future, I suppose, at least up until the end of the next console generation. But from there on, I don't know what's going to happen. It's very hard to predict all of these sorts of things. I'm hoping that the next console generation, PlayStation 6, for example, I'm hoping that the rumours are true, that there is going to be a disc drive, and I'm hoping that most games will still be fully on the disc. And if they have to put multiple discs in there, that's fine with me. I'd rather have multiple discs, a data disc and then a play disc or whatever. I do know that optical discs are pretty cheap to manufacture compared to cartridges. It's not like they cost a fortune to make, so I'm sure that publishers, if they care, even just an ounce, they can continue to provide the full game data on discs at least. I know that cartridges is a bit different because they're more expensive to manufacture, and having two cartridges in your Nintendo Switch 2 thing might be a bit weird. But anyway, I mean, we have examples of games that are on 2 discs with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, for example, that's on 2 discs. Even with the PS6, when games are bigger and take up even more space on our console's internal storage, there is still the potential to put the full game on the disc, maybe across 2 discs. I don't even care if I have to buy a game and the game data is across 3 discs, okay? I just want the full data on the disc or the cartridge. That's all I'm asking for. But anyway, we shall see where things go. I'm trying to remain positive about it. I don't want to be too negative. I don't think it's a lost cause. And companies will continue to manufacture things if there is a demand. So as long as there's a demand for physical games, which I know that there currently still is at the minute, hopefully we will continue to see physical copies of games. I do have reason though to be a bit hopeful about physical media when it comes to the gaming space, because one of the reasons why physical media is becoming popular again is because people are getting very tired of subscription services and digital media and downloads and stuff, and there's more and more people valuing having something physical in your hands, and we might see that kind of transfer over to the gaming space more and more. I don't know if that is genuinely going to happen. But yes, it just depends on whether this trend transfers over to gaming more, because there isn't enough of us in the gaming community that care about physical media enough for it to be preserved for another couple decades into the future or something. But yeah, anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching as always, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.